Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, let me introduce myself. My name is Widi Triandri from management class of 24A with study number 24 41 11 50. In this video, I will explain the material about macroeconomic data. Just go straight to the video. Happy watching guys. Key macroeconomic indicator: GDP, inflation, and unemployment are vital signs of an economy. The gross domestic product, or GDP, measures the total value of goods and service products, indicating economic growth. Inflation refers to the rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services is rising, eroding purchasing power. Unemployment represents the percentage of the labor force that is jobless and actively seeking employment. Number 1. GDP, total value of goods and services. Number 2. Inflation, rate of price increases. Number 3. Employment, percentage of jobless workers. Understanding GDP growth. GDP growth is driven by several components: consumption, investment, government spending, and net export. Consumption measures household spending on goods and services. Investment includes business spending on capital goods. Government spending covers public sector expenditures. Net export represent the difference between a country's export and import. First one, consumption, household spending. Number 2, investment, business capital spending. Number 3, GOVT spending, public sector expenditures. And number 4, next export, export minus import. Inflation. Inflation is typically measured using indices like the Consumer Price Index or CPI and the Producer Price Index or PPI. CPI tracks change in the price of a basket of goods and services purchased by household, while PPI measures price change from the perspective of a producer. The causes of inflation can be demand pull, cost push, or built-in inflation. CPI, Consumer Price Index, tracks household goods and services. Number 2, PPI, Producer Price Index, measure price change of producer. Number 3, demand pull, increased demand exceed supply, rising price. Unemployment, types and impact. Unemployment can be classified into frictional, structural, and classical types. Frictional unemployment occurs when workers are temporarily between jobs. Structural unemployment arises from a mismatch between job skills and available position. Cyclical unemployment results from economic downturns. High unemployment rates can lead to reduced economic output, social unrest, and increased government spending on social welfare programs. Frictional workers between jobs, structural mismatch of skill, and cyclical economic downturn. The relationship between GDP, inflation, and employment. GDP, inflation, and employment are interconnected. High GDP growth can lead to lower employment but may also increase inflation. Conversely, low GDP growth can result in higher unemployment but may keep inflation in check. Policymakers often aim to strike a balance between these variables to achieve stable and sustainable economic growth. First one, GDP growth, economic expansion. Number 2, inflation, price level change. Number 3, employment, jobs rate. Monetary policy and its effects. Monetary policy, typically managed by central banks, involves controlling the money supply and interest rates to influence economic activity. Lowering interest rates can stimulate borrowing and investment, boosting GDP growth. Rising interest rates can curb inflation by reducing spending. However, these policies can have unintended consequences and time lags. Number 1, raise rates. Number 2, curb inflation. Number 3, lower rates. Number 4, higher GDP. Fiscal policy and macroeconomic stability. Fiscal policy involves government spending and taxation to influence the economy. Expansionary fiscal policy, such as increased government spending or tax cuts, can stimulate economic growth during recession. Contractionary fiscal policy, such as reduced spending or tax increases, can help control inflation during periods of high growth. Effective fiscal policy requires careful planning and execution. Number 1, expansionary. Number 2, stimulate growth. And number 3, contractionary. Analyzing macroeconomic data. Analyzing macroeconomic data involves various tools and techniques. Econometric models can be used to forecast economic trends and evaluate the impact of policy change. Time series analysis can help identify pattern and cycle in economic data. Scenario analysis can assess the potential outcomes of different economic scenarios. Data visualization tools can aid in communicating key insight and trend. Conclusion: understanding macroeconomic data is crucial for informed decision for making. Policymakers, business, and individuals can use this information to anticipate economic change, manage risks, and capitalize on opportunities. The future outlook for the global economic remains uncertain, with challenges such as trade tension, technological disruption, and demographic shift. Continuous monitoring and adaptation are essential to navigate these complexities. That's all I can say. I hope you can understand what I'm saying. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.